Hello everyone, it's Theme Park Avenue, I'm Eric. La Ronde is one of the most underrated Six Flags parks out there, and today, I'm ranking every roller coaster at the park. Before we begin this ranking, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you know when new theme park content comes out. At Theme Park Avenue, we do rankings like this, but also reviews, tier lists, and tons of other content both serious and funny. Now, the only caveat for this one is this is based on my opinions. It'll be clear when I hate a ride or love a ride, and I will go into detail on why each ride is ranked where it is. With that out of the way, there are 8 roller coasters. Let's begin. Number 8 is Ednor L'attaque. This Vekoma SLC may rank higher for some. However, for me, I'm comfortable in calling it the worst roller coaster I've ever done. And out of over 250 roller coasters, that is saying quite a bit, as there are some duds out there. But this one does have strengths, I guess, but only when you're off the ride. I like the queue because you walk underneath the ride, and the setting along the water is very nice. Unfortunately, the ride itself is very painful. There wasn't a single moment I enjoyed where even some other SLCs such as Kong at Discovery Kingdom had something to enjoy about them. This one didn't have any fun elements, it hurt my head, and pretty much every part of my body got shaken around quite violently. I did not enjoy anything about this ride really. At least it's somewhat short, but it's definitely not a very enjoyable ride, and I would definitely encourage you to not ride it if you go to the park, if you've been on other SLCs before. Number 7 is Marche du Mille-Plates. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that one, I am not French and I don't know a whole lot of French. But this kiddie coaster is a fun one. It has a nice setting, it's larger than some other kiddie coasters, and it runs through multiple cycles. It's not a great ride, but a very good one for kids. Number 6 is Le Boomerang. This Vekoma Boomerang model is among my least favorites. It has the bumpy cobra roll that most of them do. However, even the loop had quite a bit of headbanging, which I'm not used to on most of the SLC kind of things, and unfortunately, it happened on a Boomerang. Like even Ednor, I don't think the loop type inversions were quite like that. Now overall, I do somewhat enjoy the intensity of this one, and Boomerangs are not terrible overall, but it is a bad ride technically because it's pretty bumpy, and it's definitely one of my least favorite Vekoma Boomerangs. Number 5 is Toboggan Nordique. This Wild Mouse is a very weird one, but it's among my favorite Wild Mouse coasters out there. I think the best part of it is the fact that it is comfortable. Every hairpin turn does not slam you into the side, but it's still pretty intense. Some of the drops actually have a lot of force to them, and there's a cute little theme going through this ride. I don't think it's anything amazing, but it is a good ride, and I enjoy many parts of it. As far as Wild Mouse coasters go, this one's one of the best, and it's definitely a must at this park. Number 4 is Dragon. This indoor coaster is a very unique one, though I will say, if you are easily scared by certain things such as darkness and statues that may resemble supernatural elements, this one's not for you, as there were some people in the car with me that were terrified by the end of it. However, I feel this is a very fun ride. Not much to say about it. Its drop is not as powerful as Skull Mountain at Great Adventure, but it's overall a more powerful layout and it has better theming elements. So it's a good ride and definitely worth going on if you go to this park. Number 3 is Le Monstre. This wooden coaster is one that I think many hate and would love to see RMC'd. I would like this to stay the way it is. It doesn't have the craziest forces, and there is one pretty rough moment near the beginning of the ride. However, this ride has some very powerful drops, and I feel that's the best part of it. Some parts are meandering, but it's somewhat reminiscent of Beast at Kings Island. I feel this ride has a very long layout, and is a massive structure. Beautiful to look at from off the ride, and on the ride it feels like a long, fun little journey, even if it doesn't have the craziest forces. Not a bad ride, a pretty decent wooden coaster overall, and I enjoy the ride for sure. Number 2 is Vampire. The jump from Le Monstre to Le Vampire is quite big, and I think this is an excellent ride. Vampire is a clone of Batman the Ride, which can be found at several Six Flags parks, and while this is not the best of the Batman clones, it's a great ride for its intensity. It has a similar appearance to Ednor L'attaque at first. However, this ride is smooth, does not hurt your head very much at all, and it's more intense with very strong inversions, especially the zero-G roll and the vertical loops. I feel that Batman the Ride clones as a whole are underrated, and this is definitely an underrated ride. That said, number 1, unsurprisingly, is Goliath. Goliath is definitely my favorite here, and I think it is a truly great roller coaster. The airtime is fantastic, the first drop is good in any row, and even the finale is among my favorite finales of basically any major B&M roller coaster. You really get thrown out of your seat at the very end, and it's straight up ejector, and unsurprisingly, this is a smooth ride. There's nothing to dislike about it for me. It is a fast, fun, and long experience, and it's definitely my favorite ride at La Ronde. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below your ranking of La Ronde's coasters if you've been. Subscribe for more theme park content. I'll see you next time.